Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So a few days ago I posted my top 3 products and all of my base options, so primer, foundation, concealer, and setting powder. So today I am here to talk to you guys all about my top 3 picks in bronzer, blush, and highlight. I got a lot to talk about and I got a lot of really good goodies that I think that you guys should check out if you haven't yet. But you guys probably have, because a lot of these I feel like are well known, and also products that I've talked about approximately 1,000,000 times on this channel so far and my Instagram page. So I don't think any of these are going to come as a shock to any of you guys. But if you want to hear what are my top 3 products in my bronzer, blush, and highlight categories, then let's go ahead and get started. For bronzer, my favorite bronzer ever that I love with my whole entire heart is the Maybelline City Bronzer. You guys, this is so good. It's so good. I know that you guys have seen the pan that I have in it, but it's massive, and as soon as this is gone, I'm gonna buy a new one. I just love this bronzer so much. I have the lightest one, the shade 100. It does not matter how much bronzer I put on of this, I can put on 17 pounds and it never looks cakey, it never looks too powdery, it never gets patchy on me. It is such a good shade for my fair skin. It's just wonderful, and it's $10 and I highly recommend it to you. The next one is the Fenty Beauty powder bronzer. I know I have her cream bronzer, but this is the powder one and I have the shade Into Sun, and it is just such a good bronzer. It's so good. It's a lot more sheer of a formula, so it definitely needs to be built up as you're using it, which I personally don't mind that because I tend to go heavy-handed with bronzer. You guys are probably like, yeah, Emily, we know every single time you do Get Ready With Me, we're thinking in our heads, but really go heavy-handed with bronzer. So that's really nice that this is a little bit more on the sheer side and does need to be built up, but it is definitely buildable and it is so good. This has a ton of different shades too, so you'll be able to find a good bronzer for your skin tone, no matter what your skin tone is. Everyone knows that Fenty has great shade ranges, so this is a great one. My last bronzer is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzing Stick in the shade Baked. I won't harp on this because I feel like I've talked about this on my channel already 1,000,000 times. I've only had my channel like a month, but it's just a really great cream bronzer. It's the cream bronzer that really kicked off my love for cream bronzers and made me buy my other ones that I own. It's so creamy and just blendable and buildable and so good on the skin, and I just really highly recommend. Next up for blush, the first one I want to talk about, I have a lot of them. It is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duos. I have 4. That's how much I love them. These are not the cheapest blushes out there. I got one of them with a gift card, and then I got the other 3 on sale when Ulta had them during the 21 Days of Beauty half off. So the first one I got with my gift card that Mike got me actually was, let me find it, Pink Dahlia, and it is just a beautiful shade. I love these because this side is matte and this side is shimmery, so you really can customize blush you want, whatever you're feeling that day. If you want a matte blush, a more shimmery blush, you can really make your own, which I think is great. I personally just dip into both sides and swirl it on my cheeks and call it a day. So this is Pink Dahlia. Then we have Soft Peach, which is such a beautiful peachy shade. Then we have Mojave Mauve, again, a beautiful, just deeper tone blush. And then lastly, we have Spiced Cinnamon, which is the deepest of all of them, but I just really love this formula. It's pretty pigmented, so you do kind of have to go in a little light-handed in with them, but it lasts all day long and just looks beautiful on the cheeks. The next blushes I want to talk about are from Alamara Cosmetics. This is their Colorette Blush Trios. I have the light one that I got this in BoxyCharm. And then I also have the medium trio that I won in a giveaway. And I personally, of the two, I like the medium trio way better. I just think that these colors are absolutely beautiful. It doesn't look like I've used it very much, but I promise you I've used this 1,000,000 times because I just love it. All 3 of these are so pretty. The medium trio works really nicely with my fair skin because they're not insanely pigmented right off the bat. You do have to build them a little bit, but again, I like that, and I just think all 3 of these shades are beautiful, and you can't go wrong with these blushes at all. And then lastly, I know this is a little bit on the expensive side and you definitely don't need it in your life, but if you want to treat yourself and splurge a little bit, the Hourglass blushes are absolutely stunning. It is their ambient lighting blush and I have the shade Mood Exposure. It is just so beautiful. I can't even explain. When you just dust this on your cheeks, it looks so perfect, airbrushed, flawless. The shades they have are stunning. I only have this one, which is Mood Exposure, but I definitely want more in the future. I got this on sale, so I wouldn't want to pay full price for it. I would want to get it on sale again, but you can't go wrong with Hourglass powders. They're just the best. And then our last category we have to talk about today are highlights. This is not going to come as a surprise at all to you guys, but the first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light one. I have the shade Spotlight. It's just stunning. It goes really well over powders. It is the most reflective, wet looking highlight I have ever used in my life. They're pricey, but they're worth it. I say that every time I talk about this highlight, but I can't say enough good things about it. And again, if you want to splurge and treat yourself, I definitely think that this is a good option for you. Then on the opposite side of the spectrum, money-wise, is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powders, and I have the shade Blossom Glow. It's just like a really pinky shade, and this is just stunning. It's the highlight I have on my face today. It's just so beautiful and reflective, and it's just pretty, and it's like $6, so no matter what your budget is, you could probably afford these, and I just think it's great. This comes in a bunch of other shades too. I only have this one, but I really love it. Then we have the Juvia's Place The Tribe Highlighter Volume 3. If you want a blinding highlight where people can see you literally from space, this is the highlight for you. This comes in 3 different shades, but this is the lightest one, and it is just reflective and beautiful and blinding. So blinding. I love that though. I love a blinding highlight. So if that is not something you like, then this would not be for you, but it is so good. And I did have an honorable mention, but I know it's not available anymore, so I probably shouldn't mention it, but I want to because I just love it so much. And it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Amrezy highlight. This is such a beautiful gold highlight. I always thought that this was going to be too dark on me, so I didn't pick it up the first time around, and then when they re-released it like last summer or 2 summers ago, I swatched it in store and I was like, I need that in my life, and I bought it, and I have not regretted it ever since. I do not know why it was limited edition. They need to bring it back out because it is the most beautiful gold highlight I've ever put on my face. And that was it, you guys. That was my top 3 products in bronzers, blush, and highlights. Let me know down below if you have tried any of these before and if you like them as much as I do. I just genuinely love all of these products so much. That's why they're my top 3. I hope this was fun for you guys to watch. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.